What's up, YouTube? Reg Fox if you know me, Star Fox if you don't. I'm here again, part 2 with my man Jeff, and we're talking about women, right? That's a big subject. It's, you know, Freud said, what do women want? And he died asking that question. And to this day, many of us still don't know. So I'm here with Jeff, 24 years old. You know, the youth is talking, we here. And I'm going to ask him some questions. We're going to talk about ladies. We're going to talk about colognes. We're going to talk about everything, right? What's up, Jeff? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man.
Feeling good. That's chilling. What's up, man. Thank you for being here. Quick question. I seen on World Star, right? I seen an article on World Star that was talking about in Japan, there were a bunch of Japanese women who were falling in love and finding themselves attractive to an ape. A gorilla. Now, the thing about this gorilla, if you look at the video, check out World Star, everybody. On this video, this gorilla, he kind of looked like 50 Cent. He's holding it down. He's brolic and he's doing his thing. So I was telling my other cousin, I was telling him, you see, this gorilla is a representation of what attracts women. Whether you're human or gorilla. The way he act was he didn't really care for their attention. All the women was feeling him, but he didn't care. And he handled his business. He did what he had to do, and it was almost in a nonchalant, I don't care about you kind of way. And these Japanese women is falling in love with him. So I kind of told my cousin, you know, Mickey, I was telling him, you see, the thing that women find attractive is not necessarily how you look. It's the imagery. It's how you present yourself. It's the vibe you give off. That vibe of protection and you the boss and that value you give. There's a lot of men that put women on pedestals. And it seems that women are not necessarily attracted to those men. They're attracted to the men who are more self-indulged. It's about me. And that's kind of how this gorilla kind of came across. What are your thoughts about that? About these women finding this gorilla attractive and just basically on what women find attractive?
Unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? I've been trying to figure out exactly what it is that I would be able to do in order to maintain, not even maintain, but obtain these women. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, I am one of those men who have placed women on pedestals. Okay. You know, because I mean that's what our mothers told us to do. You know, yeah. You know, I have this sense of novelty, like when it comes to women, unfortunately, and I keep using that word. But in terms of this gorilla, it's, you know, it's as simple as day, man. Like, it's as clear as day. Women, I think, are usually attracted to something that's like a template. You know what I mean? Like, I think there's a template of a man that women are attracted to. Right. And I think that kind of dumbs down exactly what it takes to be attractive from a man's point of view. Right, right. You know what I'm saying? I do agree with the whole fact that you can't really show that much attention to these chicks, because once you do, like, they think or they feel like they've won. You know what I'm saying? And I've never really heard too many women trying to court a man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like these women are waiting to be courted with certain techniques that everybody's susceptible to, right, as a whole in terms of sex. But then you find themselves being upset that you're using a technique and not being real, when the technique is what we've deemed to be effective. Well, when I say technique, I mean like exactly what you explained, the whole nonchalant attitude, not really paying too much attention, being the boss, being protected. Like, every time I've spoken to a woman, she's told me that she feels safe with me. You know what I mean? She feels safe with me. So you've deemed that to be important factor to extremely women. Important. Okay. Extremely important. Now, what separates that safety is, it's not always physical safety. You don't always gotta be the biggest man. You just have to be sustainable. Like, women like consistency in a man. You know, you can't be too emotional. You can't be too erratic. You know what I mean? Quite frankly, you don't even have to say a word to have sex with a chick. Quite frankly.
So you don't gotta talk.
I say that. I say you don't gotta talk because I'm a very, very talkative person. I'm a very, very insightful human being, and this guy me nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
You know
This guy you nowhere.
This guy me nowhere.
So being intellectual, reading the books, and all that got you nowhere.
This guy me nowhere.
Wow.
And the only reason why it may get you somewhere completely depends on your demographic. Like you have to be in an environment where women are what's the word? I guess the best example I can use is if you're in Harvard and you're in the library, obviously a chick may want to have a conversation with you.
Right.
You know what
So
I mean?
you gotta be where women are.
Yeah.
So do you feel like getting women is just about proximity?
Proximity in terms of location where women are?
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe I don't think it's proximity because there's women everywhere. I just think that you gotta be in the right place, at the right time, in the right demographic. And when I say demographic, I mean you gotta be surrounded by what the culture is in that environment. You know, like I said, you're in Harvard, you're in the library, you would assume that what it takes to get that girl sitting there reading her book is a little bit different than being somewhere in the urban streets on the corner, seeing a chick walk down the aisle.
Right.
And it's not like you want to sit there and be biased, but you just got to be equipped. That's just human nature.
Let me ask you this question. Because growing up where I'm coming from Jamaica, Queens, South Side, I'll be real, I'll be frank. There was not that many white women around. So me and the people that I've grew up with, we haven't really dabbled in that many, we haven't really diversified when it comes to women. Because of proximity, if it's only a certain type of woman around you, that's the kind of woman you're going to deal with. You yourself, as I know your background, I know your history from, college and all that stuff, you've had a few white women and different Asian and different demographics. Would you say it's because of the times has changed, or would you just say it's just a matter of being where they are and being integrated, and that's really what the key to, being more diverse when it comes to the type of women you date?
I mean, of course, what you have available to you definitely has an effect on what you eat. Nah, seriously though. But, that doesn't necessarily make it so that these women aren't the same women wherever you go. They may superficially receive certain things better. For example, like a chick from Jamaica, Queens, and I say this lightly because I don't want to, categorize everybody in the same boat no matter where you're from.
Right.
She may be prepared and receptive to certain things because she understands her environment. And she may not even be used to anything else. Whereas, you go somewhere out like towards Long Island or any other place in the city like Manhattan, any other place where you would assume that it's a little more diverse, some of these women are exposed to certain standards, whether it be from their parents or anything. And that's another thing. Like, it depends on where your parents are from. And I don't like to use parents because women are really, or any one of us are really susceptible to our environment in terms of peers.
Right.
More so than our parents. Like, we try to actually rebel from our parents. It isn't until a certain age where you start to listen to them. So I just feel like you have to be able to really be exactly what you need to be at that time. You know what I mean? As a man, you have to be exactly what you need to be at that time. And again, like I said, all of that shit is bullshit. Because all that means is, okay, I got this girl's number. Now what does she really want? You know what I mean? Because every girl has this sense of modesty. And most the most modest women are the upper class women. They want to be freaky. They want to be wild. They want to talk to you, regardless how you come up to them.
Right.
But they feel like they can't. They shouldn't.
Society.
Because of society. Because whatever standards were placed upon them by their parents and their peers, or their environment, their class, their social class, anything. Everything is a front. At the end of the day, when you try hard, that's when you die hard, man. And that's when it comes down to this ape shit. Like, you really gotta, no matter how you do it, you gotta come off like you don't give a fuck, like, initially. Because then that piques the interest of the woman to make you give a fuck. If you invest too much time too early, women are way too superficial for that. Like, I am probably have the ability to be as intellectual as I feel like being, as insightful as women claim they want niggas to be. I'm not sleeping in women. I'm not swinging in the motherfucking. Sorry, but I'm not killing it right now.
Right.
And that shows to me that perhaps there's a little something else other than really being into what you're told, like into who you're speaking to. And I really do believe that it's that initial idea that, yo, I need to make this guy want me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you can walk up to a chick and court her enough, but you got to do it just enough to make her feel like you can do better. Like, and then she'll give you that opportunity to do better. And that's usually when you get the date, when you get the second date, when you get the third date. But, yeah, I honestly believe that, you know, you have to really hold yourself back in order to truly get the vast amount of women that we all want.
Now, let me ask you this. Women, as we know, they're getting liposuction. They're getting butt injections, breast implants, fake hair, fake nails. This is not just black women, white women, Asian women. All women are now decided that it doesn't matter about being authentic, being real. It's just a matter of, at the end of the day, if you got it, they're going to want it. How does a man compete in this environment with women? How do you get women? Do you think it's about time men start getting fake abs, fake chests, penis enlargements? Yeah.
I personally feel like, yo, all this fake shit, man, it's cool, it's whatever. But that only, you know, that doesn't show much other than the insecurities, like, you know what I mean? And I'm not even talking about, like, fake hair and shit, because that's all a masquerade. Like, that's been going down since day one. Men used to wear fake hair for status, like. What I'm talking about is, you know, all this physical change. These women want bigger asses, but that doesn't mean they want to be fucked more. You know what I mean? Like, these chicks are getting bigger asses. That doesn't mean that they want niggas to fuck them more. They're getting bigger tits, but that doesn't mean that they appreciate any more amount of men coming up towards them. You know what I mean? It's all superficial. And that just means to me that women are feeling the competition amongst themselves. Like, we're probably the reason why these women are getting bigger butts and bigger tits.
So you blame us?
I mean, I blame us to a certain extent because we're creating this idea of what we want as men, and women are feeling less adequate around themselves to keep up with themselves and keep up with our taste. You know? So they're trying to keep up with the Joneses, I think. You know what I'm saying? And it's bogus because that doesn't mean that she's still with it. Like, she's still not with it. But she's getting these injections so she can make you with it.
Wow. You know what? That's well said. I never looked at it from that perspective.
Yeah, man, me neither. Like, I just
it just came from
like that. Like, 'cause it's like, yo, like, I don't know, man. Things are just growing more superficial by the second. And people claim that they want the truth and they want these intellectuals or even like honesty. But nobody really wants that.
Nobody really wants honesty.
Nobody really wants that. Everything is a social game. Everybody needs those transactions between each other. No matter how important they are, that's the way we survive. People need to be petted. Like people need to be stroked, man. I was reading this book. Forgot what the book was called. But it basically discusses the need of social transactions. Like you know, when you say hello to somebody, you're stroking them. They need that. When you don't say hello to them, no matter how ambiguous the conversation is, like it doesn't have to mean much, or it can mean multiple things, but they need it. Because if you don't say hi to me, then I think there's a problem. But if you just say hi to me, that's adequate enough for me, depending on the day. You know what I mean? We don't need to know each other.
Humans need social interaction.
Yeah, they need to be stroked. People need to be touched, but sometimes it's not physical. So people are just reaching out for more games. I got these bigger tits, so now somebody's gonna talk to me, and I can shut them down.
I can compete. I can shut them down. So I want them to talk to me just so I can turn them down.
Just so I can turn them down.
Reg Fox, if you know me. Star Fox, if you don't. Part 2 with my man Jeff. We gonna leave it here. I mean, we've talked about a lot. It's very insightful with my man Jeff. Check out part 3. We're going to talk about colognes. We're going to talk about the scent game. And we're just going to continue jonesing about, you know, what women want. Peace out.